So you might remember that I picked up this USB solar power bank. This was £5 delivered, which is why I went for it, because it was cheap. Now it's meant to be a 5,000 milliamp hour power bank, solar charging 5 volts, 200 milliamps, an input of 1 amp and outputs of 2 times 1 amp. Now the model number there is ES500. I'll put a link to the seller where I bought this from, but I also found another one. This one was also around £5 delivered. I think it was slightly more. I'll put the link in the description. This is the seller's page. Now I picked this one up because it looked a bit more interesting than this one. It had 2 outputs, one that was 2 amp and one that was 1 amp, and it was a lot bigger. It seemed to be a lot taller physically. So I thought I'd pick one up and we would take a look. Now, I've already had it open, obviously, but just to check what was in here, I picked it up because I want to play around with the Raspberry Pi a bit more, and I'd like it to be portable. Now, this one is really good, but it actually only has a capacity of around 3,000 milliamp hours, which isn't great. It just feels a little bit flimsy. I can sort of push this down, which doesn't inspire me with a lot of confidence. So I picked this one up, which is, there we go, which is around the same height, but it seems a lot thicker. So I'm hoping that it's got a different sort of set of cells in here. Now we've got a small instruction manual, which might tell us a little bit more about it. So it claims to be a 10,000 milliamp hour battery. We've got input 1 amp, we've got output 2.1 amps and 1 amp, more than 500 cycles, and that's about all she wrote really. It also has a light on the front, as they all do. So let's get this thing out. Now it does come with something else. Okay, we've just got a USB cable, nice short USB cable. And then we've got the device itself. Now, I have been testing this, so the battery should be down to around 1 bar at the moment. And we have a torch, and I believe that comes on if you just double press. There we go. Really awkward button on the side there. So it's a really hefty device, and I've been testing it with this sort of USB doctor and a little load. So if I just pop that in, it'll tell you how long it's been going for. Now it is on 1 bar at the moment, and it's pulling, is that 500 milliamps? I can adjust it. You can see that the power drops a little bit when we push it up. But it's only drawn 5,600 milliamps at the moment. So on 1 bar from full, because I did charge it up to full, it's not delivering an awful lot. Now I don't know whether that will change depending on how much load you try and take. So I'd been pulling it out at around 1 amp for the whole time. So you know, your miles may vary, as they say. But it's a really nice little power bank for £5. It's certainly better than this one, than this USB one. Sorry, this solar panel one. So if you're looking for one for your portable projects, then I would highly recommend this. I haven't found one as cheap, as good. So this is the very best one that I've found. It is even better than the Anker charger that I have, which I use for my phone. That one was almost £20, I think, and it's only 5,200 milliamp hours. Certainly a lot smaller than this one, but this one has the capacity and it's really cheap.